builders are terrible value, and there's overwhelming evidence to prove it. Not only will I demonstrate why this is true, but I'll show you how you can get better value from your football bets going into the future. Betting operators pile millions into advertising bet builders around the Champions League and other tournaments. And the reason for it is simple. Punters get fleeced and they make a fortune. But it doesn't need to be like this, so I'm going to provide as much value as possible, share with some helpful stuff with you on screen here about bet builders or even any other kind of football accumulators, the truth behind them and my perspective as a full-time trader of 10 years, because I don't think the masses realise what's going on here, which is unsurprising when much of the media is paid and sponsored to send you in the wrong direction. Prime example, reinforcing this point, being the Footy Accumes account over on Twitter, an account that I haven't engaged with in the past has actually blocked me. So to ensure everyone's on the same page here, as you can see on screen, a bet builder is a feature that basically allows you to place your own accumulator bet within a single match with all the different potential sports markets available. They're available on many different operators. In this instance, I'm going to be using Betfair. You know, you could use Bet365, any other. The same stuff that I'm about to share with you applies. Now, I understand the appeal of accumulators and bet builders because I used to place one myself before I became involved professionally. But once I understood the numbers behind what's actually happening here, it really changed my opinion quite quickly. So to show you that on screen now with a little example. So let's create a bet builder for this evening's Champions League match. Obviously, once you select the match on here, you've got the bet builders tab up the top there. Select that one. And let's pick a few outcomes. What do we think is going to happen here? So Athletico Madrid to win. Correct score, let's go 2-1. Who's going to score? Ronaldo, obviously. And let's go to cards at the bottom. Who do you think is going to get a red card? Harry Maguire, quite likely. Suarez. Okay, and that's populated a bet builder for us over on the right there. So you can see all the selections popped up on screen. You can also see the fact that Betfair is saying I can have a max stake of £2 because obviously I'm a consistent winner. But if you were to place £10 on this particular bet builder, it would give you odds of 233 to 1, giving us 2,331 quid payout. So it's not hard to see where the appeal is there, but actually these betting companies are making money out of your passion in this instance. Now stick with me here because I'm going to show you a bit of an example. So if we scroll down to the bottom of the screen there, you can change the odds to decimal, which I'm going to do for this particular instance, because I want to compare the particular markets that I can there to the exchange to show you the value margin that they're taking out of these bets, and then we'll talk about a few other things. So to start off with the win odds on Athletico there, over on the sportsbook with the bet builder, the price was 2.63, whereas on the exchange was 2.74. The 2-1 scoreline, correct score, was 9.5 over on the bet builder with the sportsbook and 12.0 on the exchange. Ronaldo to score, 2.4 on the bet builder, 3.55 on the exchange. And that's why they're so hell-bent on promoting these products like bet builders. Now the 4th and 5th selection was slightly different. The reason for this is on the exchange there's low liquidity, these are far less popular, and therefore it's actually even worse for people that are placing bet builders. The reason for it is because you're a captive audience. You have nowhere else to go. There's no exchange markets to compare the prices on, and it's generally a lot less competitive for the bookmakers. So you will find that you will get even worse value odds on those particular markets. Now I get it, if you like to place a bet recreationally, then whatever, knock yourself out. But just know that you cannot win over the long term. You get an absolutely terrible value on those particular bets. The bigger mainstream markets represent more value typically. They're closer to their true price, and therefore you have a chance of winning over the longer term. The rest, and particularly the bet builders, are bad value. A bit like Fred. Now they exploit this situation by routinely sponsoring everything and marketing bet builders to people. This channel is sponsored by The Truth, so don't forget to tap the like button down below. Now one thing that people may say here is, what about Acca Edge and various promotional bonuses that bookies offer to enhance the odds on these type of accumulator style offerings? And to be honest with you, that's probably a separate video. But there's actually a really reliable way of locking in long-term value that we can see and measure. I'll show you what that is and how you can do that in this video here. It doesn't offer a monster payout like bet builders and accumulators, although it is a mathematically sound way of getting an advantage over the bookies. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.